Washington, as lawmakers seek to negotiate a deal to give legal status to young undocumented immigrants, one of President Donald Trump's senior policy advisors seems to be pursuing a strategy to torpedo the negotiations. Stephen Miller, who's devoted much of his career to advocating for more deportations and slashing legal immigration, has been given wide berth to work on the outlines of a potential agreement to protect recipients of the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, which Trump announced last month he would end. Trump also said he wanted Congress to pass legislation to give so-called Dreamers, young undocumented immigrants who came to the U.S. as children, legal status before March, when they are set to begin losing protections in larger numbers. But there's doubt on Capitol Hill about whether Miller wants the same, and concern that he may have enough influence to sink a deal if he does. Word among Republican aides briefed on Miller's motives is that he is trying to blow up a deal on DACA, using demands on legal immigration to open up a broader conversation that he knows will impede a smaller agreement. One aide familiar with the discussions put it starkly: either the president is negotiating in bad faith, or Stephen Miller has hijacked the negotiation. The Stephen Miller wish list is a non-starter with Democrats, and this divides Republicans in both the House and Senate, the aide continued. Until Miller takes a back seat, the DACA deal is going nowhere. According to this aide, the White House will soon ask that any deal on DACA include provisions from the so-called RAISE Act pending in Congress that include cuts to legal immigration, perhaps even slicing the current numbers in half. The White House also will seek to give state and local authorities the power to enforce immigration laws, as well as for provisions criminalizing anyone here without a legal status, the aide said. Miller also apparently wants to put the onus on Congress to designate individuals who qualify for temporary protected status in the U.S., a move that would likely stunt anyone from getting that designation. The status prevents certain individuals already in the U.S. from being deported to countries facing armed conflict or recovering from natural disasters. On top of all this, Miller still wants to add billions of dollars for border security, detention beds, and immigration judges. Even Republican senators admit a wish list like that would stymie a resolution on DACA. Once we start getting into the legal immigration debate, and what the appropriate fixes are there, we're in danger of getting into the comprehensive immigration reform debate, which leaves us basically empty-handed, Majority Whip John Cornyn, Republican Texas, told HuffPost on Thursday. With the deadline we have with DACA,